One thing in fiction that I always gravitated towards was the world. I really love stories that go very in depth on the world building. I like to picture myself in the world, going on an adventure, or maybe I just really wish that I was isekai'd. But soon enough, I found the exact anime I was looking for, and that show was Made in Abyss. Well, I've known about this series for quite some time, but I never sat down and decided to watch it. That's really mostly because of my massive watch list that just never stops getting bigger. Made in Abyss aired on July 7th, 2017, but it wasn't until early summer of this year that I decided to start watching. Summer break just started and I had a lot of time on my hands. I didn't know much about Made in Abyss besides its beautiful world and hearing about its controversy. The story is about this girl named Riko who lives in an orphanage. She's a cave raider that explores the abyss. See, the abyss is like this giant hole with a depth that's unknown, and the cave raiders explore the abyss to unravel its secrets. In that abyss, she finds a robot boy unconscious. Due to her curiosity and wanting to know more about him, she takes him to her orphanage and investigates him. His origins are unknown and he has no memory of who he was or why he was even in the abyss, but this only made her curiosity grow. Riko's mom, Liza the Annihilator, was a cave raider as well and was a white whistle. Every cave raider owns a whistle which goes from red, blue, moon, black to white. It's like a ranking system, and the higher rank you have, the deeper you go in the abyss, which makes it more dangerous. So Riko's mom's like a pretty big deal. She's the top of the top, and those white whistles go really deep in the abyss. Like they be in there for years, but after Riko finds out she never returned and all that was left was her whistle, she was assumed to be dead. Until Riko finds a message that says, "At the netherworld's bottom, I'll be waiting." So after reading this, she assumes it's her mom waiting for her at the bottom of the abyss. So she decides to explore the abyss with Reg, which pretty much kicks off the anime and starts their adventure. You see, once I realized this show was about their descension, I immediately fell in love with it. You see, there are layers to the abyss, and the deeper you go, the more of a toll it takes on your body when you go back up. It's called the Curse of the Abyss. For example, when you're returning from layer 1, you experience nausea and dizziness, and it only gets worse from there on. I thought that concept was really cool because it makes the adventure more dangerous. You simply can't go down and just come back up. And after a certain point, it's possible for your body to just die ascending up. The curse adds a sense of eeriness in my opinion because of all this. With all this and the whole bunch of mysteries behind the abyss, I was really immersed in the world. I couldn't stop watching. I wanted to know more about the abyss. I really wanted to see what the bottom of the abyss was like. I felt like I was a part of Riko and Reg's adventure. I think that's why I love this show so much. What I think this story also does really well is the relationship between Riko and Reg. They both need to rely on each other to simply survive. Reg's the one that often throws hands and can use his arms to descend in the abyss with ease, while Riko has the brains and knows a lot about the abyss and can cook pretty well. Without each other, they'll probably die in the abyss. Now, I said a lot of good things about this show, but some people might be turned off by its certain moments. I won't go in depth or into spoilers, it's just there are some scenes that are kind of like unnecessary. Like I didn't need to see that type of thing. And you know, the two main characters are kids, so it's a little if you get what I mean. I don't really have a problem with censorship in anime, but knowing that these are kids, there are some scenes where I'm just like, well, okay, like, why? But besides that, the show is pretty good in my opinion. As someone that enjoys writing stories myself, I was often wondering just how this author was able to create such a beautiful world. I could go on, but I'll be here all day, and I don't want to spoil too much. If you want to watch something that's an adventure and a mystery at the same time, you gotta check out Made in Abyss. The movie's also a complete banger as well. But anyways, that pretty much sums up what I wanted to say. I just like this show a lot and I wanted to let others know about it. If you made it to the end, thanks for sticking around and watching my first video. I plan on talking about certain animes and giving my thoughts on them, that sort of stuff. We'll see as time goes on. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and Adachi out.